Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Bahasham Hakodash. I want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. I was a high spirit and lawyer. Today I want to go into a topic this morning. All right. I want to go into a topic this morning entitled Jacob, you are the precious one. All right. You are the elites. All right. You are the kings. All right. This is for the 1/3, But the rest of our people, they'll be precious in the kingdom. We're going to be a precious nation. All right. We're going to be the sons of God. All right. It tells you in the scriptures, it tells you in 1 John, the 3rd chapter, that we're going to be called the sons of God. And we're going to see Yahweh face to face. And we're going to look like Yahweh, man. And we're going to look like his sons. All right. We're going to resemble Yahweh Shai. Okay. We're the precious ones of our nation. We're the precious ones on the planet. We're that male peacock. We're that deer with the big antlers, man. That's you. That's you, brothers. And specifically, brothers in his truth. Because you're the elite out of our nation. You're the first fruit. The first fruit, that's the elite. If you look up the first fruit in the Greek, it goes into a word that means one that is first of his class. All right? One that is first of his class, you see? So we're that first fruit, man. We're that first stock of spirits that Yahweh Shai created, that created existence. Okay? So that firstborn. So the firstborn is that superior one, is that best stock, man. The pick of the litter. When you sell certain breeds of animals, you might make an agreement that I will use my male as a stud to your female. Just give me that first pick, or the firstborn, if I may. The water brother, Ash Waka Yasha Allah, Shalom to you. 1 John 3:2, beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. Okay? And part of the healing process in the matrix and being restored from this mental captivity, because a mental captivity is a spiritual captivity as well as a physical. But part of the healing process is the attention shifting from Esau, Edom, and his world, and the so-called black woman and her own reality, and shifting that attention to you. Understanding that you are a kingdom within yourself. All right, you are your own headquarters. You're the male peacock. All right, and when it comes to women, the women gravitate to you. It's their little female peacock, their little hen that's chirping after you. All right, and you see, we're all men. Something wrong with you see some say something, but it's just understanding that it's about you. See, America, Babylon, Egypt told us that it's about Esau, Edom. Then behind that, it's about the woman. And you're just a tool that could win over the woman. You're just a tool for your job. You're a tool for a woman. You're a tool for whatever. You're not no fucking tool. All right? All right? You are the sons of Yahweh Bahasham and Yahweh Shai. All right? And we should carry ourselves as such, man. We shouldn't play into the narrative that all we are is tools for a particular job. We are yet this day in our captivity, and true enough, you do have to clock in. All right, but you should have a life outside of that. Yes, you do have a woman and you do have a family, but guess what? You should have a world outside of that. All right, that's part of coming back into your kingdom. Is you have a kingdom within yourself. Your kingdom consists of your hobbies, your passion, your talents. You might play a guitar on the weekend. All right. You might like to watch movies. Like, look, let me sip a little young and watch movies, man. All right. You're in your 24 hours, and I'm learning this, man. But in your 24 hours can't consist of you just allow yourself to be a tool for a company, and that's it. Now you're tired. You don't give no care to yourself. You know, you don't go to a bar and chill with a brother, or go to a brother's house, do a lesson, and maybe drink a little young. You just, you allow yourself to be a battery, then go to sleep, maybe watch a video, halfway through the video you doze off. Like, nah, you show in your actions that you care about yourself, man. You show in your actions that you pour into yourself, man. You know, like even walking in this park, man, there's so many freaking bugs out here. But even walking in this park, I'm letting the sun hit me, man. That's part of that self-care. Getting that vitamin D intake, man. You know, that's part of that self-care, man. You know, practicing creating guidelines and boundaries for yourself so your soul won't be invaded, so you won't be tired and depleted, so you could give yourself some me time, man. So brothers who are good brothers, brothers who are good people, we have to learn to create a certain standard for ourselves so we can have some me time and we can recharge, man. You see, this is part of you developing value about yourself, man. You know, like I said, having that structure, that routine, but having space for self-care. You know, this goes for brothers who are hard on themselves and they're workaholics and they're workhorses, and they make sure their family's on point. And that's what a real man does. But you also have to give attention to yourself. You also have to not feel guilty about hitting the reset button and just chilling, man. You know, sometimes in order to complete certain tasks, you have to step away from the task and just unwind, man. I think one thing that increases your masculine energy, all right, is having downtime. One way a man recharges that masculine energy, that masculine spirit, is recharging. Like, I think if you go to sleep and wake up, let's say you take a nap, you sort of reset your spirit and you feel more centered. Or you might play a video game, or maybe you watch a movie, or you might go over a brother's house, but when you come back, you're charged. But sometimes your spirit might feel laxed, or you might feel passive or powerless or weak because you've given yourself like a battery. You've given yourself up like a battery and you haven't allowed yourself to recharge and reset, man. Then when you do recharge and reset, maybe you go out of town, get a change of scenery, you know, go out of town, spend a night at a hotel or whatever, go to a restaurant and come back. But just doing that, it'll reset your spirit, depending on what type of spirit you have. Some brothers got them spirits where they always on go anyway. They always outgoing. They always, you know. But some brothers, they kind of laid back. Like, I could be laid back. But you got to push yourself to step out, man. Believe me, man. Believe me. Being in this truth for years doesn't mean you've been in this truth productively for years, or you've maxed out your real potential in this truth for years, man. You know? One thing I'm learning, like, don't let your life consist of, I just went to work, I went home, I'm tired, and I don't really care. Then you wasted your weekend on some bullshit. If you had a day off for the weekend, you just kind of bullshitted. Like, no, man, get up, get out, do something, man. Because your spirit is like waters, man. And if your waters are stagnant, all right, then it creates parasites, it creates dead animals, all right? Or not dead animals, I'm sorry, but you know, it's like it attracts pests and bugs and mosquitoes because the water's diet is dead. But you want to have moving waters. You want to always keep yourself in motion. Because one thing you might learn about yourself is that when you're by yourself, you might be conquered by vain thoughts, or you just might do little vain things that make you feel like shit when it's over, you know? Um, something else I wanted to get into. Shalom, shalom. Something else I wanted to get into. Being progressive in this truth, man. You know, having the mentality of a man that's in a marathon or a journey as opposed to a sprint run mentality. So going back to, you know, certain poor habits that we have, all right, certain things that make us, you know, feel detached from the spirit, or certain vices, whatever it may be, all right, certain things that we indulge in excess and we have no business indulging in at all right, that makes you feel defeated, okay, you have to understand that even if in your mind you say, well, I'm gonna quit this thing, I'm gonna quit doing this, all right, there's a big possibility that you might relapse, all right, but the relapse don't mean you actually lost, it just means you fumbled. Fucking spider and shit, man. It's crazy, man. Let's say, man, I had a freaking spider on me and shit. 1 second. Okay. Anyway. Alright. He in his car long enough, he gonna overheat and die. Alright. Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Alright. But one thing I learned, and something Elder Ariala of the Dallas camp said, he was like, progress doesn't work like a vertical line or like a diagonal line going up. That's not how progress works. Progress doesn't work like this. So in your journey, in your life, you're not going to just naturally just progress like that. He was like, he broke it down metaphysically, like it just doesn't work like that on the metaphysical level. Progress works like this, you know? Like even if you're ultimately going up, you know, you're going to have downs within the process of progressing. All right. You know, so even if you're down, all right, you're still going to have, even if, like I said, even if you're ultimately progressing. So let's say you said you're going to stop drinking. All right. Let's say brother say he gonna stop eating Flaming Hot Cheetos. We'll keep it like that, because a lot of us drink, some of us don't drink, but we'll say brother has an addiction to Flaming Hot Cheetos, and every fucking day he eat Flaming Hot Cheetos, and you know it ain't good for you, but you love Flaming Hot Cheetos. This is something you was doing in the world, but now you're in the truth, man. But you know, like, it fucks up with your bronchitis and it fucks up your digestive system, but you're addicted to that shit. Well, every day you eat Flaming Hot Cheetos and you say, you set up a prayer, you go on a fast, and you say, I'm not going to eat Flaming Hot Cheetos no more. Well, guess what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you didn't eat Flaming Hot Cheetos. So about for a week and a half, you didn't eat Flaming Hot Cheetos. That Thursday, you got weak. You walked past the corner store, or you walked in the corner store, you saw the Flaming Hot Cheetos, and you got weak. But now you feel like shit. But when you didn't fuck up when you relapsed. You fucked up when you relapsed and you felt like shit and you stopped. You stopped the journey. Because it's not a race, it's a journey. That's where you fucked up. And this is something I learned from experience. You didn't, like, whatever little poor habit you had and you went 2 weeks without doing it, then you felt like shit because you relapsed. That's where you fucked up, when you felt like shit and you stopped the journey. And I went 90 days without doing this, and then you relapse. Because you don't understand the nature of progress. This is not the nature of progress. The nature of progress is this. So going back to the Flaming Hot Cheetos, or you went a week and a half without eating it, then you relapse. But you got back on the journey. Okay? And what happened was you went another week and a half, then you relapsed again. But then you went 2 months without doing it. You see? Then you relapsed. But then you went a month and a half without doing it, then you relapsed. This is how the mindset you gotta have. So instead of eating Flaming Hot Cheetos 365 days of the year, you actually did it. You ate Flaming Hot Cheetos 30 times in a year. So, you see? Hey, the water to you brothers for tuning in, and I'm glad this is building for both of us, all of us. You see the nature of progress. All Okay, I'm still fighting. I'm fighting. All right, because a brother here had little poor habits, and you know what those poor habits are. When you get done, you feel like shit. But like, bro, you went 2 months without doing it, and that's awesome. You went 80 days without doing it, and it's awesome. And then you relapse, but this is the part where you fuck up. When you relapse and you stop the journey, it's like, you remember those Jenga blocks, those little wooden blocks, and you build a tower, and then you relapse. That's like a couple blocks fall off, but you'll feel so defeated that you'll knock down the whole tower. Like, no, don't knock down the whole tower. Don't feel so like shit that you stop the journey. Don't have a winner's mentality of getting back up, and look at your journey not as something that happens overnight. So going back to the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, you went a week and a half, relapse, another week and a half, relapse, then you went 2 months, then relapse, and a month and a half, then relapse, then you went 3 months. But if you look back at that year that you attempted to stop, you only ate Flamin' Hot Cheetos 30 times that year, as opposed to 365 times in a year, because you ate that shit every day. So certain habits is not gonna die overnight. And if this is your thorn in your flesh, yep, Rome was not built in a day, but each day there was growth, man. Another thing I noticed too, you know, brothers practice being confrontational. You know, brothers practicing setting boundaries. This is because most brothers are good brothers, but now you gotta have that balance, man. You know, just practice it. It might not happen overnight. Developing character doesn't really happen overnight. You know, like myself, certain things I have to practice. Then I'm like, damn, I'm still falling for this shit. But the fact that I'm aware that, okay, this is what I'm still falling for, but I'm gonna keep practicing it, man. And another mindset is not having a mindset. You have to understand the nature of a man. The nature of a man is imperfection. A man is gonna have flaws. He's gonna fuck up. But what makes a man elite per se is he has a strategy to get back on topic. He has a strategy to get back in that path. So going back to the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, what's your plan of action to get back into that journey of not eating Flamin' Hot Cheetos? You know, and anything could be Flamin' Hot Cheetos. You can fill in the blank. You see? Because I say Flamin' Hot Cheetos because it's not a sin. Most of the shit we struggle with is not a sin. It just fucks us up in the spirit. All right? It could be money issues because it's hard to discipline your mind, to budget money. I know how that is, man. It could be women. You know, you succumb into like the weakness in you. The weakness in you succumbs to a woman, and next thing you know, she kind of got leverage over you. You know, so you gotta practice. You know, being firm and standing on business. All that shit, man. But you gotta practice that. Some shit not gonna happen because you're aware that you had this flaw. Now you finna stop doing it. Certain things you just gotta practice, man. You know. And for you alphabet motherfuckers, and you Bernie bitch ass niggas, get the fuck off my page. Fuck shit ass. And that's not even cursing. A nigga say you cursing, but he eat bologna and shit. Let me get this nigga off my page, man. Let me get these scriptures too, man. 2nd Ezra 16:76. And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Because we can be hard on ourselves, man, but we can't let that weigh us down. Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. 2 Corinthians 4:16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So there you go, man. And beautiful scriptures to why we pop. You know? But we just gotta keep pushing. We gotta understand the nature of progress. Understand the nature, understanding that we gotta have a strategy to get back on track. And understand you're going to fall. We both, we gonna slip, man. Whatever that slip may be, we gonna slip. Every day is not gonna be a perfect day. Because you get, first of all, fuck us make you more empathetic towards other brothers who are struggling. Because one thing our big brother Yahushua doesn't want us to be is proud. He doesn't want us to be proud. So one thing that keeps you humble is your own fuck ups and your adversity and your challenges, and you being aware that you have things that you struggle with. To be a good leader, you have to be able to have insight with different brothers' spirit. All because this brother's spirit is the opposite of your spirit, that doesn't mean he's not a man of the Lord. All because you more modest and laid back and he's more pompous or confident, that doesn't mean he's arrogant and he's not a man of the Lord. He's the opposite of you, but he's a man of the Lord. You know? All because this brother likes the color red and you like the color blue, that doesn't mean you're superior to him, man. But sometimes you go through different temptations because it makes you more insightful for those brothers that's going to go through those same temptations. Certain things you struggle with, now as a judge, you may have overcome that, you know, but now you can respect that brother and understand like he's not just some fucked up brother, you know. This is something that he struggles with. Men of the Lord have things we struggle with, man. Okay? But like the brother said, Rome wasn't built in a day, but each day there was growth. There you go, man. No question there was setbacks in that progress because that's the nature of growth. But you're on that journey, and it's a progressive journey, man. Some things you do got to just stop overnight, but some things you just got to understand, man. It's the nature of your flesh. It's the fuck up, man. We're in Babylon. Babylon brings it out of you. You know, you might say, I'm not gonna talk to Big Booty Keisha. But man, you might see Big Booty Keisha at the park and you might say, hey, then trust me, Keisha will remind you why you told yourself you're gonna stop talking to black women. you know, like she'll remind you like, man, fuck these hoes, you know? I mean, you know how it is. Like, damn, you'll feel bad that you open your mouth and said something, man, but you're a man, so don't be too hard on yourself, man. But hey, you know, I hope this is edifying. You know, sometimes we have a little joy, we have levity, you know. If you don't bend, you'll break. I learned that too, because I do different things. I'm into health. I got different diets, and sometimes you gotta treat yourself sometimes, because if you don't bend, you'll break, you know. But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect of Bible Baal. Come in, Shalom.